Hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be talking to you about SharePoint and more specifically how to create collapsible sections. So collapsible sections can be useful in a time where you've got information on a page which is slightly text heavy and you just want it to be broken down into sections which basically drop down when you click on to the title or the heading. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing to do is create a new page, and as soon as you've done that you'll get something that looks a bit like this. And the first thing to do is to give the page a title. So my page is going to be about types of cake. Now, who doesn't like cake? So the first thing that we need to do is add a background picture to maybe make it look slightly more appealing, because right now, let's be honest, it looks very grey and dark. So first thing to do is click on browse images and go to stock images. Now stock images are copyright free images, so it's best to get all your images from here. Just type in the word for the image that you're looking for. So I've typed in cake and I'm just going to get any cake picture. I'm just going to click on this one here. And then you can click on this set image focal point, which allows you to adjust which section of the picture you want to be presented. So I'm just going to click right about here and then you can press publish. To create a collapsible section, first thing to do is click on this edit button over here and hover your mouse. So the first section should be already appearing for you. First thing to do is click on this plus blue button over here, and as soon as you do that you'll be able to choose a type of sections that you want displaying. So I'm just going to click this one column section over here. And as soon as you do that, you'll get this edit section over here. So if you click on that, that's when you'll get this little option here, which is like a slider, to make this section collapsible. If you click on that, you'll be able to then have a drop down per section. So we'll need to give this section a title. So I'm just going to call this chocolate cake. Who doesn't like a bit of chocolate cake? So the next thing to do now is to add your information or your text below. So click on this plus sign over here and go to text. And the idea is to basically paste your information on or type it on. So I'm just going to paste my information here, and you'll see that if you've copied information and you're pasting it on from a Word document or a site, it will make the text irregular, like so. So the best thing to do is just highlight the text as you would on a normal Word document and make sure that it's all on the same size. So I'm just going to pick 16 there. And you do have the option of changing the font color if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it as it is. The next step is to then press republish, and as soon as you do that you'll see that the section, it is collapsible, but when you click onto the page it's still it's uncollapsed basically. So the reason for that is if you click on edit and go back to the edit section over here, what you want to make sure that the slider on the default display is set as collapsed rather than expanded, because if it is expanded, as you just saw, you'll come onto the page and the section is already dropped down. So when I click on collapsed over there, cross that out and then republish again, and you will see now the section, when you come onto the onset of the page, is uncollapsed. So I'm going to show you that process one more time of creating another collapsible section. So again, you're going on to the edit button over here, you're clicking on to make this section collapsible, and you are hitting collapsed on the default display. And I'm going to call my second one red velvet cake. So the second section, as you have guessed, will be on red velvet cake. So I'm just going to copy and paste my information here below. Again, it's irregular, highlight the text and make sure it's all the same size. And then once you republish the page for the audience, again, that will be a drop down section. Now, just a little more on your collapsible sections. You do have the ability to change the section background shading as well. So you can make it gray, blue, or dark blue to help differentiate between your sections as well. And you also have the option of switching the layout option. So, of course, both of these sections are just one column, but let's try and switch this chocolate cake one to two columns. And as soon as you've done that, if you click on Republish, you will see that the red velvet cake is one column and it looks a bit like that, and the chocolate cake is now a two column. And just a little more about the options on the left hand side panel. We have just covered edit section. The other option is move section. So let's say you want to move chocolate cake under red velvet cake. We have the option of holding that down and dragging it and moving it below as so. So you've moved red velvet cake now above chocolate cake. The other option that you have is to duplicate a section. So let's say you want two sections for whatever reason to look exactly the same, but you just want to make a slight difference to one of the sections. And that's where the duplicate section is the most useful. So click on that now. We've got now two red velvet cakes, and you can change the title, or you can change the information below, or make slight tweaks to it. And the other option is to delete section. So if you just click on the bin icon over there, it will get rid of a section completely. So that is my very quick but hopefully useful crash course of creating collapsible sections on SharePoint. For more videos on SharePoint, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and even comment down below on the types of videos that you'd like for me to create. Until then, happy learning, take care, and see you in my next video.